Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have two 40% alcohol European brandies. Now, the first one is from France, and it's called Raynal VSOP, and this company was founded in 1814. Raynal SE, Raynal and Company. In England, it's sold as 3 barrels. They claim it's the #1 selling brandy in England. It's just got a following in the United States. It's not exactly a big player, but I did buy this for $17 at one of those Metairie stores. I can't remember which one. It was either like Trader Joe's or Total Wine, and they were like, there was $1 difference between both. And I went to the one that had I knew I was going to go to both stores anyhow, so I just never sell out of it. So I just bought it wherever it was cheaper. Okay, $1 cheaper. So you might find it for $18 or $19. If you buy it for $20, you're probably paying too much. Aged 4 to 6 years. It's imported by William Grant and Company, and it says it's owned by a small family in Cognac, France. On Victor Hugo, their headquarters at least is Victor Hugo Boulevard in that town. The competitor is Odessa VSOP. There's also a white label version. That's the older label. This is the newer blue label. When I bought this, I had a choice between the beige label. Okay, it's not really white, and the blue one. I bought the blue one, but it's the same product. If you look at the website I put below, they show the lineup, all the different bottle sizes. I got the 750 milliliter. It looks like a sculpted bottle, and it is a VSOP, so it is aged at least 4 years, 4 to 6 years. Original recipe since 1863, it says. So introduced in 1863 when that Shustoff, they call it Cognac Distillery, was founded. Superior Reserve Brandy. So they don't call it cognac. But if you look at the website, they say we make cognac in Ukraine. But cognac is legally supposed to come from France. And they claim they're the largest distillery in Europe. And this was $11.99. So $11.99 versus $16.99. $5 difference. Morning, Jay, and enjoying another Dawn Buster, says DJ Beacon. Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Some cognac or brandy with breakfast. Yes. Mustache is itching. I had some cornflakes with honey on them for breakfast, and of course milk. But I didn't put sugar. I put honey as a sweetener. These are gonna be, I think I'll be able to tell them apart because I think Raynal has a sweeter, like sugary flavor, and I think the Odessa has a drier flavor, less sweet. I think that's my recollection. Then they sold out of this stuff, basically sold out when I went back. They still had little mini bottles of it, but I mean, I was just curious. I'm not going to buy it again anyway, but they had so much of it in stock that everybody bought it to support the, the situation over there. We're not going to get into that right now, but and then it was all gone. But before the late February 2022, I don't think this was much of a seller. People say, Ukraine, I don't want something from that country. I don't care nothing about that country, and then all of a sudden, but anyway, but it just, the series of events made it sell. Yeah, you understand. So they're both copper colored. Brandy, cognac, or just regular non-cognac brandy is allowed to have coloring added. It's allowed to have flavoring added. They don't have to tell you that they added it. They could if they wanted to. They don't have to. Sazerac does on their label for Hartley brandy. Says with natural flavors. Their Herbie brandy, Herbie, also says with natural flavors. Sazerac's pretty good about telling you if they got flavoring added. Most companies don't bother with it. I know what I'm talking about, because if you look at the Tax and Trade Bureau website, there's a whole chapter on what they call harmless coloring flavoring materials, HCFM. And then they go through a chart, and it gives you each type of liquor, and then it goes, is it allowed to have coloring? You know, check off yes, no, you know, what, so forth. And then there's another column. Does it have to be disclosed? It'll say yes, or it might say yes if it's artificial, or no, they don't have to disclose this. Honey is healthy. I agree. I eat a small amount of honey every day. Oh yeah, I eat it a lot. You know, I mean, I put it on the cornflakes. And I bought this huge jug of honey from some independent honey company. From, oh, I don't remember where, somewhere up in Wisconsin or something. They got a lot of honey that's made in Louisiana too, produced down here at Bernard. Like Bernard's is a big honey production place. Bernard's. All right. But mine got cold and now it turned to sugar. But it's starting to get liquid again as it warms up. If we have a real sunny, hot day, I'm gonna go stick it out in the sun and let it turn liquid again. But we've been having a lot of warm days and humid, but not really sunny, so it's not getting hot enough. It's just getting slushy like the honey. Then we got cold fronts coming, so that's not gonna work. All right. Just smells like regular old brandy, to tell you the truth. Not much here. These are good products, but they're not world class. I never had a world class brandy. They're like $6,000 a bottle. Oh man, this thing is like butterscotch. Butterscotch. That's what it smells like. It's weird, huh? Is that flavoring they're adding? I don't know. I don't remember the Raynal having that smell. That's got to be the Odessa. Let's go with the taste. Wood. A lot of wood. Grape skins. White grapes. California golden raisin type thing. Golden raisin. Well, I guess it can come from anywhere. Yeah, just that standard. And then, of course, the 40% alcohol. Standard brandy flavor. Butterscotch. And the grape skins. Maybe a little wood and the alcohol. Now, if you look on the Shustoff website, they're talking about how, and they don't mention this brand on their website, so I guess it's just an export brand. You know, like they make all their own stuff and then they send this off to foreign countries. It's probably one of their other brandies under a different label. You understand, a rebrand, which is not that unusual for these companies. Because they make all kind of VS, just regular old VS. For mixers, VSOPs for sipping and or mixing, the XOs for the just sipping, and some really high aged, long aged brandies. If you look at the website, and they got some special thing about their barrels. They use a special kind of barrel that they make themselves, and they claim it's better. something that's better, a better way to do the brandy, you know. But you can go to the website and look. It's real detailed. But you have to have a lot of time to look at all of it. It's so complicated, so in depth. Unlike the 3 barrels, which tells you basically nothing, you get on 3 barrels, which is the English name for Raynal. It just shows some pretty pictures of vineyards and grapes and says, "Oh, ours is really good. You should try it," something like that. Or you can get in a contest or join a contest or something. But Shustoff Cognac, Odessa Cognac factory, they are very detailed. Like it goes on and on. It shows all these pictures, dozens of pictures about the factory. They call it a factory, not a distillery. Well, a distillery is a factory that makes distilled beverages. And then they just go on what kind of stills they use, what kind of wood they use. Oh yeah, they're using, what they say, oak from France, Limousin oak. And they go more into detail than just that. And it just goes on and on. So they take it pretty seriously, you know. And then they talk about all the history of the company, how the communists took it from the family and they changed the name of it, and and they were like treating everybody bad. Of course, we know that. But how it survived, like all of that chaos, 2 world wars, the current proxy war over there, and it's not really that far from the front lines if you look at a map. Far enough, far enough. I don't think it impacted the distillery too much. I'm sure it didn't help too much either. Okay. But they're still in business. I mean, they didn't have any announcement on there like, "Oh, we're shutting down due to this conflict." All right. I think this. No. Okay. Which one tastes better? Okay. So price, $5. $5 difference. Fruit of the vine, distilled. That one's mighty fine. I said Raynal was an A, didn't I? When I did the solo review, I think I said that Odessa was an A minus. Might have said A, but you know that's your initial tasting. Like you can't do a solo review and then say, now in the future I'm going to think something else about it. Well, you don't know what you're going to think about it because you haven't had it again yet. So sometimes the score might drop a bit, might go up a bit, might not change at all. You just don't know until you process through it. And if you live in Canada, you process through it. Yeah, Odessa. Got it right. Odessa, Raynal. I think the Raynal is a little better. They're both VSOP, aged 4 to 6 years, but I think the I don't mind that butterscotch flavor now. It reminds me of Hartley, which has that drizzle rum cake, as they call it, flavor. But Hartley sometimes has like a harshness to it. And then they touting, we use Italian brandy, made with Italian brandy. Notice they don't say totally Italian brandy. You got to watch how they write it. It doesn't say Italian brandy. It said made with Italian brandy. I'll say, oh, ho, ho. But that's got like a bite to it, like harsh kind of. They have improved it, I think. Hartley, I think they've improved it, and they still have people around here buying the stuff. I wouldn't buy it again, but I'm always seeing they're running a sale for Hartley in the paper, or you go to the store and they got it all over, and they got the peach flavor and the apple flavor and the red berry flavor and the pineapple flavor, and I never tried any of them. I've had the E&J flavored and the Parmesan flavored in the little mini bottles. They taste pretty good. I don't know why you want a brandy that tastes like strawberries, but people got these things in their mind. You know, they want a whiskey going to taste like apples, and a vodka going to taste like lemons. Well, I guess that's okay because vodka got no flavor. But I mean, brandy on its own has a nice little flavor. I don't know why you want to flavor it with flavoring to make it taste like I said, pineapple or something. But that's a popular way to do it. Whiskey, same thing. It has a nice flavor usually, but then the flavored whiskeys is, you know how popular that is. or with I almost said Spitfire, Fireball, Fireball, Crown Royal Apple, and all of this stuff. Now they got the Jameson orange flavored Irish whiskey. They got the new Proper 12 apple. And somebody was saying they said Scotch on the television commercial. I said that cannot be right, because I just saw. I'm gonna tell you that today because I saw an ad for it. It's Irish whiskey, not Scotch. He probably just was thinking Scotch or something. Well, the Raynal is better. I don't know about $5 though. You're probably saying, "Oh, your background is French, so you're taking their side." Oh yeah, that's right. I've never been to France. I'm not worrying about France. It's a little bit better. Is it $5 better? I wouldn't go that far. But I guess you could make that argument. I don't think I would. Maybe $3 better, $2.50 better. But it is a little bit better. Sometimes French brandy will be a little funny. I don't mean it's comical. It just tastes funny, like strange, like some rotted fruit or something. But now we're on to America. For the next taste challenge, we're going to bring in the famous, and Claude Diamond was showing it last night. I didn't have time to go get my bottle, but we're going to do Corbel. Famous, not famous California brandy. It's real popular in California, not so much around here, but I got the liter bottle for $14.99. And then we got one more American brandy that I happen to have in stock, and it's called Hervey. It's a French word meaning battle ready. The English word is Harvey. Hey, I like that name for a brandy. Harvey brandy. Hervey. And I got that for $8.99, and that's the truth. Okay, so thanks for watching. And yes, the fruit of the vine. The fruit of the vine. My half-broken little smartphone decided to automatically restart while I was in the middle of typing in a comment. Haha. That's aggravating. All right, well, thanks, everybody. Y'all take care and have a nice Wednesday.